Wow. Wow. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Danger Reviews, and today I'm back with my weekly review for this week's episode of The Walking Dead Season 8. This is going to be for The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 12, which is called The Key. Wow. This episode was absolutely amazing. How can you deny that seriously, oh my god, this episode was so good. Probably the best episode of this season. I have to say, I think this is probably the best episode of this season of The Walking Dead Season 8. It was just so exciting. So anyway, guys, spoiler warning, major spoiler warning. If you have not seen this week's episode of The Walking Dead, and I mean it. I mean it this week. Because this week, we saw so much. It's unbelievable how much stuff we saw for The Walking Dead this week. Wow. Yeah, wow. So, this episode of The Walking Dead, guys, I'm obviously, if you're still here, you want to see the review and you've actually seen the episode. Wow. I have, almost no words after seeing, seriously, this episode was probably, like I said, the best episode of Season 8 of The Walking Dead. I really did like the premiere. I did like the season premiere for Season 8. I thought that episode was really good. And then I thought that Episode 2, Episode 3, and Episode 4, the first 4 episodes of Season 8 were just absolutely amazing. But this episode was my favorite of this season. Wow. Okay, this one is called The Key. And by the way, the reason why I have Lucille right now is because Lucille got, set on fire by Rick. Oh my god, was that ever awesome, Oh, don't worry. I'll let you, Rick, you can kiss her goodbye. I'll make sure you kiss her goodbye, Oh my god, Rick was just awesome in this episode. So was Negan, but Rick, man. Rick, come on, man. Rick was awesome. When I saw this, and I love Negan. You guys know I love Negan. Negan's probably my third favorite character, Rick, Daryl, Negan. But come on, man. Negan was, awesome. Like I said, Negan was awesome. Rick, oh my god, Rick was, awesome in this episode. This felt like Season 5 Rick all over again. So anyway, let's dissect the episode. We'll go through it and discuss every little piece. So we start off the episode, and we've got Negan. So Negan is saying, "Welcome home, Dwight." He gives him beer or whatever, and he tells him to go out there. Dwight's kind of watching what the Saviors are doing. They're gunking their weapons in zombie blood. Really brutal scene there at the beginning when they're gunking their weapons. Really cool stuff. And then you've got Simon and Dwight who head out with the rest of the Saviors, and Negan is driving one of the cars, and he puts Lucille in a bucket of guts, which was just hilarious. And then they drive off. So that was the intro. So then Rick and Michonne get to Hilltop, like we knew going into this episode. There's a really good scene with Rick and Daryl where they talk about Glenn and Abraham and just kind of everybody they lost, Carl and just whatever. I like that scene between them two because they haven't really interacted very much. So I did like that quite a bit as well. And then you've got the awesome stuff. So you've got Rick who goes in the car and he's looking, right, through the binoculars, and he sees Negan in the vehicle, and you just see Rick. That was the best. That was the best. He sees Negan and he's like, he opens up the door and he gets in, he starts driving, and turns the car on, starts driving, and he's just kind of like, I'm Rick, me versus Negan, it's going down, So, all of a sudden, Simon and Dwight are having this conversation about, they don't scare. Rick's group they don't scare, And I like that because Simon is realizing that, yeah, this group is tough. You're not just taking down Oceanside or the Junkyard. No, you're taking out Rick's group. And Rick's group is a force of nature. Seriously. Look at all the groups Rick and the others have been able to take out. Even the Saviors, they lost 2 of their people. In the season 6 finale, they lost against Negan. But I mean, I almost think they didn't because they killed everybody at the outpost. They lost like 2 of their people, and then 2 more, Spencer and Olivia. And then, then they take out outposts and outposts and outposts in season 8. Rick's group is winning at the end of the day. They really are. I mean, Negan burnt down Alexandria. That's probably the biggest thing he did. But I mean, come on. Rick's group is just doing so well, I feel like, at this war. But they've had losses too, and I like how realistic that is as well. So, then you've got Rick, who, the car chase between Rick and Negan, that was just so awesome, Rick, and he's got that look on his face, like, I'm fighting this guy today. And I almost think he actually believed that maybe he was going to kill Negan. Maybe this was the time he was going to kill Negan. No, not yet. So that's just something right there. But, I like the stuff with Simon and Dwight, they're for Negan, and you've got, all that stuff there I thought was really good. You've got Dwight, Simon, and, we see a nude zombie. That was another thing too. That was kind of, they were kind of saying like there was going to be a nude zombie in The Walking Dead. There's going to be a nude zombie showing up at some point in time in the second half. So that showed up as well in this episode, which I thought was pretty cool. And you've got Negan and all that stuff going on there. So then Negan's car flips over, and there's blood everywhere. He comes out and Rick just starts shooting at him. Negan goes into a building, and then Rick, he tries to shoot him, and you think realistically Rick would be able to shoot him, so he tries to shoot him with his Colt Python, and he runs out of bullets, and that's when he's like, come up here, Rick, come up here. So, because Negan's on the top of the stairs, and he's like, come up here, and he throws the hatchet at him and misses, but it was a close call. Then Negan, he falls, drops to the ceiling, he's like hanging, right? And then Rick just, I love it. Rick just goes up there, and then he's ready to chop his hand, which I was so on edge, I thought he was going to cut his hand. I really did. When you see Negan and he drops, for a split second there, I thought he cut his arm and Negan fell from it. Like, I really actually did for a split second. But then you realize, oh no, he didn't actually do that, and Negan just decided to fall. So Rick's looking for him, they're talking to each other, and Rick lets it slip that Simon killed everybody at the junkyard, which is a really awesome thing because, it's about time that Negan finds out. So whenever he runs into Simon, that's going to be crazy. So I love it. And Negan makes him a deal, and he says, you can also live if you stop fighting me right now. And then, Rick's just like, this is honestly my favorite part of the episode. When Rick is talking to Negan, and he's like, why would I trust any deal that you would make, okay? And I'm going to try to say what he said. Why would I trust any deal you make? And then he talks about, you don't care about anybody but yourself. You make people sleep with you, and all you care about is this stupid bat, right? And he picks up the bat, and he's like, I'll tell you what. I'll let you kiss her goodbye, and then that's when he's like, don't you touch her! And then all of a sudden Negan comes around the corner, and Rick's already got Lucille, like Lucille is like on fire, and he all of a sudden Negan comes around, and then he tackles Rick, the bat flies out of their hand, and then there's zombies everywhere. So Negan's trying to fight the zombies. And I did notice this kind of too. Negan wasn't even trying to fight Rick. He was trying to get him off him so he could fight the zombies, which I think honestly was pretty crazy. Rick just tried to keep tackling him. Rick, again, just awesome in this episode. Tried to keep tackling him and everything. And they just kept fighting it out. And then Rick loses Negan. And he can't find Negan. So we see in the promo from next week, though, that Rick is at the hilltop. So he goes back, obviously. But oh my god, was that ever an awesome sequence! Man! All that stuff with Rick and Negan, I just love. That was insane. Best stuff of the episode. Especially when they're talking back and forth, And you're just waiting for one to turn around the corner and see each other, That's what I was waiting for. So, and then, Negan, don't you touch her, So, pretty cool stuff there with Rick and Negan. Some of the best stuff we've seen in The Walking Dead for a long time. So, then we got the stuff at the hilltop. We've got this new survivor. Now, I know a lot of people were thinking the Commonwealth. I know, she looks like the lady from the Commonwealth from issue 176. and issue 177. It does look like her. I'll give you that. Any comic fans, but I mean, we're gonna do a whole video on that on this channel. But just overall thoughts. Giving food for records, pretty cool, and I do like how she gave Maggie plans for almost the new beginning. So if the new beginning is kind of created because of what she came up with, that's pretty awesome. So I do like that a lot. That was really cool. So I did like that scene, all those scenes as well. I thought those were pretty cool. But I mean, the Rick and Negan fight, man, that was the best. So I do think this is probably one of the best episodes we've had in a while for The Walking Dead, and I'm gonna definitely have to give this one a 10 out of 10. Yes, a 10 out of 10, because everything was just awesome. And plus, Dwight, Austin Emilio, wow, he was good in this episode. He killed it, man. The stuff with him and Simon, just awesome. I can't wait to see Negan meet up with Simon again. So, all that stuff is great. Let's talk about the ending sequence. Negan is captured by Jadis. What? I did kind of like it, though. Negan's like, and she's like, shut up. So, because I feel like that's like almost sometimes something that fans say. Like there are a couple fans out there that hate Negan, and fans out there, I'm sure they're like, shut up, So I'm sure for people that hate Negan, people were probably rooting for Jadis. But honestly, who would I rather see survive? I might be a little, messed up for thinking this, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I kind of wish Negan would survive more so than Jadis, because who even cares to see Jadis survive? I mean, she's not, hopefully maybe she could become a better character and join Rick's group, that's what I'm hoping, but you can't trust the girl, you just can't trust her, so, that's okay, whatever, but, guys, overall thoughts, I'd love to hear them. What did you think about this episode? I'll be doing a predictions video for episode 13, that just looks even better. So, my God, we've got 4 episodes left, and this season has just been amazing, in my opinion. So, anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.